Hello and welcome to the opening race of the second round of the Rei Sportscar series here at Fuji Short. So let's run down through the grid. It's in reverse championship order, and on pole position we've got Op, who is on pole because he missed the opening round of the season. In second place we've got Charlie Fraser. In third place we've got Pix Tekka. Fourth is Cybershrike. Fifth is Happy Hippie. Sixth is Ulanga. Seventh is Scanny Flick. Eighth is Tyler in a Target livery. Ninth we've got Scuderia. 10th is Alex and Claire. 11th, after a few podiums at Suzuka, is Mako. Next we've got Brothers V. Currently our championship leader, Sig Reza Nico, is 13th, and at the back of the grid we've got Luke Mitchell, who is a very new driver to the series. So let's get underway here at Fuji. So we've got three 20-minute races here at Fuji Short. There's not too many overtaking zones. A lot of the overtaking happens at turn 1, but with these reverse grid and the fact that they have to use both the medium and hard tyres means that there is going to be a lot of action, I think, and a lot of attempts at overtakes at corners you might not expect, for example in sector 3. Or even in the fast turn 4, turn 5. That's definitely also going to be a good racing zone. So we are underway here at Fuji. It will probably be a 14-lap race, as it's a 20-minute race. So we've got Op leading into turn 1, further back Charlie, Pix, and it's looking pretty clean. Oh, we've got Pix making a move. Oh, we've got Happy Hippie making a move, almost come to it. Cyber further back. Is it clean? I think it is clean. Where's Alex gone? Alex is off the track. Did he drive off the track, or has he been hit? Oh, contact with, that's Mako, I believe, the Hungarian driver. So Alex went to the inside. Mako, I think, braked quite a bit too late and has forced Alex off the track, and that's Alex losing 5 seconds at the start of this race. But there is 3 races, so he can make up ground in the remaining round. So Op is getting a good lead, and Charlie's following him, so there's now a gap forming in third place, and that's very close there between Pix and Cyber. So much action going on already. Ulanga up to 5th, Scanny 6th, and I think Happy Hippie has lost out a lot. Let's go back with Happy Hippie. Oh, so Happy Hippie ran wide at turn 1, I think. No, Happy Hippie's gone wide at turn 3. He's hit the curb, just lost it. Oh, it's contact there with Ulanga in the Pencil Nissan, and that sent Happy Hippie down the order now to 10th position. That's really unfortunate there. So we've got Tyler 8th, Brothers 9th, Happy Hippie 10th. Oh, and that's Mako. Mako's losing control under braking, and he is now down the field. We've got Brothers and Tyler side by side in sector 3. That is very tight racing. But Brothers makes... Well, no, I think that's Brothers defending there from Tyler, I think, now. As we go further up, so Pix running wide at the final corner. Cyber 4th, and there's contact almost. Cyber's off the track. Cyber recovers. Scanny is up into 5th now, ahead of Ulanga, who also got caught out at the final turn. This could be a great move incoming here from Cyber. Scanny's looking pretty aggressive as well there. Seeing if he can make an opportunity stick. Down into turn 1, Pix defends slightly, and that's a good defence there from Pix Tekka. Scanny's off the track. Will anyone else get past? Yes, Scuderia get past, Brothers get past, and I think Ulanga's also got ahead there. And we go further back, and Sig's actually making a move here around the outside of Scanny at turn 4, so I was saying that could be a potential overtaking moves, especially with the different compounds that they have to use. Happy Hippie getting a bit loose. Tyler in 11th now, might move up into 10th here ahead of him. Slight contact. Luke down in 12th, but this is his first round of the Rei Sportscar series, and someone's off the track at Ulanga. There's been a huge incident here. So here we got, they're almost four of them really close, and oh, big contact between Pix and Langa. Scuderia goes into Langa as well, and that's Cyber off the track, so almost as if Moses parting the sea there. Brothers goes and gains 3 positions as 4 drivers all went off the track. Cyber went off the track but has stayed in 3rd position for now. So there we can see them all in sector 3. Scuderia getting a bit loose. Sig overtaken on the inside of Scani Flick there at the final turn. It's a good overtaking zone, I think, the final turn, but it does require very careful braking. But it's also very easy to be cut back on the inside from the car that you try to overtake. Pickstacker's now down in 11th after that incident, fighting with Mako, who had a very poor start. Alex, who had that lap one incident, has started making ground. He's gone from 14th to 10th. Mako's on the inside if we go behind. But I think he's braked a bit too late there, and Pix has just stormed back past him. Back at the front though, and Op the Norwegian, the HKS livery, is leading pretty comfortably. If he's on the hard tyres, then this would be a pretty certain victory. If he's on the mediums, then other drivers might be able to make up ground. We've got a battle here for 3rd, it seems, and 4th and 5th and 6th. If we go slightly further back, we've got Scuderia and Sig. Sig's on the outside, Scuderia on the inside. Can Sig make the overtake on the inside? That would be a very tough move, and I think he's done it, you know. He has. That's looked like a clean move to me. Ooh, big contact. I do not know what happened there. Let's try and see. So we've got Scuderia here, I think, sort of failed to defend. Sig gets reasonably fairly, to be fair. Now Scuderia is driving very aggressively off the track and really cuts across Sig. Sig really couldn't do anything there. Scuderia very, very aggressive. Quite poor driving. And Happy Hippie with a very aggressive lunge. Big contact there with Scuderia, and Happy Hippie's now somehow got into 5th position, and Sig is actually losing out. So Sig here, failing to make ground here in this 20-minute race. If we look back at Suzuka, it was generally a little bit easier, I'd say, for people to make ground, although in the second race, Sig did actually make a very early pit stop to try and get out of traffic. That's not really possible here because it's not a 2-stop race, it is a 1-stop race. Most people will be pitting between the laps of 6 and 8, I'd assume. We've got almost 3 wide action, Scuderia on the inside, Sig on the outside, and Scani sort of backs out of it there on the inside. Oh no, big contact. Sig really, really struggling to control the car after that contact there. Meanwhile, further up front, and Brad has got past Cyberstrike. 5th, Happy, Scuderia 6th, and so Happy's really got away from this group after the move in Sector 3, the very assertive move. Sig here has lost quite a few seconds in this little battle. Sig would really, really, really need to get past Scuderia ASAP if he wants any chance of winning this race or even getting a podium. And he can't make the move stick, actually a very, very aggressive and fair turn in. And that's put Sig under pressure there from Tyler. Further back, Scani's falling into the clutches of Alex. Not much Alex can do here, but he'll go on the outside to try and get a good run through the corner and possibly fight Scani going into turn 1 on the long back straight. Oh no, he's going to go for a dive. That hasn't worked, but still got a good run up the corner. We've got the first of our drivers in the pits, that's Charlie, so he was on the medium tyres for the first 4 laps. That's quite an early pit stop. He'll have to make the hard last 10 laps, which I think is certainly possible, but it might have been faster to go a little bit longer in the mediums and really maximise the potential. We've got battle further up front, so Sig now making that move on Scuderia. Let's just watch the replay. So, oh no, it wasn't, it was actually Sig defending from Scuderia, so Sig actually overtook Scuderia in Sector 3. And he's finally kept that position and can now close in on Happy and Cyber. Happy's overtaken Cyber, so that's really good performance from Happy so far. As we go further back, so Mako after his opening incidents, slowly regaining some positions. Charlie just behind him, who's pitted. So Charlie's actually having a really good race so far. I think that's a really good result. Maybe a top 5, maybe even a podium. So our leaders though, so in second place we've got Brothers V, but our leader, leading by a good 8 seconds, I think, is Op on in his opening round here after missing the round at Suzuka. So Op is actually a Rei Sportscar champion of the past. He won a GT4 league many seasons ago, so he's certainly one to look out for in the remaining rounds. We've got an 8-round season. The next round is at Catalunya. It's a 1-hour race. So we look further back. So Happy Cyber, both of them good races. Cyber started near the front and has really held on very well. We're going to be seeing the pit stop soon though. And Tyler's making good ground here on scanning. Let's see if we can see a replay of that. I have to go quite far back, but here we actually got Tyler fighting with Scuderia, and Scuderia here actually makes the move. So Tyler was actually up to 6th place temporarily. We've got another driver in the pits. It's, I think, Luke. No, Langer. So Luke Mitchell hasn't pitted yet. He's in 13th place, fighting with Pixtecker here at the back. Langer has just pitted, so he is now at the back, but he'll slowly regain that ground once everyone else makes their mandatory pit stop onto the other compounder tyres. Oh, we got a good battle here between Scuderia and Tyler, I think. Scanny and Alex at the back, and that's... Can Tyler make it on the inside? No, he can't. Scanny in 8th position, Alex in 9th. So Alex has been behind this group of 3 here for a while. I'd assume that Alex on hard tyres though, because he started near the back. And it's kind of a waste of medium tyres if you're stuck in traffic for the entire stint. And I think we've got Tyler pitting, we've got Scanny pitting. Meanwhile, we've got Mako and Charlie fighting, so Mako hasn't pitted yet. Charlie's on fresh, hard tyres. Tyler and Scanny are on medium, so they'll switch onto the hards for the remaining 11 minutes of this race. Can Charlie make the move stick into turn 1? I think he can, you know. Both in Hondas, no, that's good defence there from Mako around the outside of turn 1. That's not easy to do, especially on old tyres. And actually, if we go further back, we've got our red car drivers coming out of the pits, and that's a slight mistake from Tyler. That will cost him. Cyberstrike has pitted as well. So I think he was in about 4th position, and that's freed up Sig. Sig might have overtaken Cyber before the pit stops, I'm not too sure. Yeah, it's a lot of drivers running wide there, not necessarily on purpose, but it's just a very tough corner to go right because it's a very tight exit to the corner. So now Charlie, who after fighting with Mako, still just about holding on. Further back, we've still got this battle between Pixtecker and Luke Mitchell. And Cyber on my fresh tyres is now coming into play. And we've got one driver up front pitting, so Bradders, who was on the hard tyres for the first 7 laps of pitting, but no one else seemingly is pitting. Oh, is that Pixtecker pitting? No, it was Mako. So Mako and Bradders were both on the same strategy, doing 7 laps on hards and then the remaining laps on medium tyres. So Charlie, who's already pitted, he's in 6th position and just behind his Bradders V in 7th. So both of those have made their pit stop. Bradders now on medium, Charlie is on hards, and his hards, he's been on them for about 4 laps. So you would expect Bradders to catch him up, and there's been a yellow flag. Who is off the track? Is that Sig? Is that our championship leader off the track? It is. What has happened to the Italian driver? So coming through turn 3, he's run wide. Oh, and he's just spun on the curb. That's a big spin, a big mistake, and that's really going to affect our championship leader. He was probably the favourite for this round. But that's a good 5 seconds lost, and in such a short race, that 5 seconds can be the difference between a win and 4th place. So Mako not having as good of a race as he did at Suzuka. He had 2 very good races at Suzuka, 2 3rd places. Here he's down in 9th. in between Tyler and Scanny. Ulanger is in 11th, but he has pitted. Meanwhile, Luke Mitchell is now pitted, his first pit stop in the Rei Sportscar series. And Pixek has also pitted, as you can see on the right side of the screen. It will show the lap times and if they've pitted. And so Op was on hard tyres for the first 8 laps. That's a really good strategy for him, and that will put him probably ahead of Charlie, probably ahead of Brothers, both which are pitted. Happy will join probably behind those two I just mentioned. Scuderia, he's going to rejoin in the midfield. Alex is still out there, and we've actually got a battle back for 3rd and 4th. So Brothers and Charlie fighting there in the final turn. Let's see how that move made, because this is actually for podium positions. So it was just a slipstream. So that will actually put Brothers, I think, into 3rd place once of the pit. So here's Op coming out of the lead. He comes out behind Alex, but that's not too much of a worry there for the Norwegian. But the crucial thing is ahead of both Charlie and Brothers. So Robert, known as Op, is the highest placed driver to have pitted. And I believe that everyone's actually pitted apart from Alex Sinclair. If we go further back, and Scuderia has come out of the pits right with Tyler and Mako. So Scuderia and Tyler have been fighting for most of this race, I think. Sig there has now pitted and is actually behind this group of 3. So Scuderia there in 6th, holding on from the Lexus driver. And Mako and Sig here. So Sig will be looking to make some moves after his earlier spin at turn 3, and Mako's actually made a good move there on Tyler. That's a good move. Contact with Sig almost. Oh, Sig having to make avoiding action here as they close into sector 3. Very twisty, completely different from the rest of the circuit. Meanwhile, Alex has fallen back a bit, but he is on all tyres, so I think that's to be expected. Sig around the outside of Mako, can he do it? Oh, that is a fantastic move between the fantastic racing between the Honda drivers in his new Alitalia car. Might be mispronouncing that, but it is a great livery. So Alex is now pitted from 3rd position. He'll go on the mediums for the final 5 laps. Should be about 5 laps. Should be a 14 lap race. Now, where will Alex come out of the pits? Will he be with near Sig, Rezanico? He's full behind this group, actually. Meanwhile, Sig makes a move at turn 1. Ooh, Scuderia almost cuts Sig off. And Sig ends up a bit loose on the curve there. Mako might be able to make ground. No, he can't. So Scuderia holds 5th position, Sig in 6th, Mako in 7th. Tyler in 8th, and Alex down in 9th. He's on fresh mediums, so he should be able to make some good moves. He's definitely one to watch out for at the end of this first race here at Fuji. So we've actually got a retirement. So Cyber has actually retired from the race. He's had a terminal problem. That's a shame for him because he had a really good start to the race. They're running in the top 5. So we've got Op leading with 5 minutes to go. He's leading by about 3 seconds to Bradders, but Op is on fresher tyres. So as long as Op can keep good pace, he should be able to win this race. So Bradders' fastest lap is a 27.7. Op's fastest lap on his fresh mediums is a 27.3. That's 4 tenths quicker. So Op performing incredibly well here at Fuji. Happy having quite a calm race, it seems, for the last few moments. Charlie, I was about to say, was also in a calm race, but he almost cost himself a podium position. Further back, we've got Sig, Scuderia, and Maka all fighting, and Maka making a good move there on Scuderia. Slipstream down the straight, I'd assume, and late braking into turn 1. So, yeah, it was just a simple slipstream move, and that will be Maka up into 6th position. What am I on about? Scuderia kept the position. Sorry for the mistake. but Mako's closed in there with the slipstream. Now, one thing about this race is that our driver in 5th position, the championship leader, has a very slight ballast disadvantage. So he's got 1% reduced power to try and even it up a bit. The amount of ballast that a driver has is based on the number of championship points they have, and as Sig dominated at Suzuka, he will get a 1% power buff for this event. In future races that might increase, and other drivers might also get some sort of power decrease. So Alex has moved ahead of Tyler, I think. That's Alex into 8th position in the Nissan. Further back it's quite calm now. Scani and Baz Langer and Luke Mitchell there fighting for 11th place. But as we go up front, and this battle for lead is really closed up, so... Well, I don't know if he's closed up. Let's look at the lap time. So Brothers has done a 27.9 and a 28.3. Oh, and Op did a 28.6. That was 3 tenths gain from Brothers on the previous lap. So who knows? Brothers is certainly putting the pressure on Op, but Op hasn't made any large mistakes. Oh, he has made a large mistake actually. On lap 7, he lost 5 seconds, and that was definitely before his pit stop. I think he must have just gone off the track, because otherwise he would have had a much larger advantage. That would explain why it was so close after his pit stops, and why Op was actually behind Alex as Op rejoined from the pit lane. We've got a driver near the back pitting. It's Pix making... that'll be his 2nd stop. So he's actually trying to do his 2-stop. Charlie in 3rd position, Happy in 4th, Sig in 5th, catching the Williams liveried Happy Hippie up. Scuderia 6th, Mako 7th off the track. That's certainly not really what you'd want to do. You don't necessarily lose that much time, as Scuderia showed earlier while racing the Sig. But you can get your tyres dirty, and when your tyres are dirty you can very easily lose control. Alex in 8th position but on fresh mediums, Tyler in 9th, Scani in 10th, rounding out that top 10. Oh, big spin there for our debutant Luke Mitchell, coming out of the final turn, got on the curb. It's a very easy mistake to make. It's something that I'm sure all of these drivers have done once in their practice or previous races at Fuji. It's had it quite spread out, which I'm quite surprised about considering this is only a 20-minute race and it's a reverse grid race. Now we're almost approaching the final lap. And I think our closest battle might be for 3rd? Oh no, it's fine. The track map was just leaving me slightly confused. Although further back we do actually have Sig catching up Happy Hippie, who's slightly serving a penalty, I think. So his fastest lap is a 29.0, which he did at the start of the he did in his opening stint, which is a very, very good fastest lap. The fastest lap overall, I'm assuming, is held by Op. Yeah, it is held by Op. Sig's done a 27.4. Op there, so it's purple, showing that it is the fastest lap of the race there with a 27.3. So it's the final lap here. We've got Happy in 4th, Sig in 5th, and seems like that for drivers 6th place backwards, their race is actually over, so we've now only got the top 5 racing. So Scuderia was in 6th, 7th was Alex, 8th was Mako, so 8th, Mako may have made a late mistake if he fell behind Alex. He did, here it is. So there you can see, just coming out of that right-hander, he loses out to Alex, and that is a crucial mistake for Mako. 9th is Tyler, Scani is 10th, Langer is 11th, Luke Mitchell will come home in 12th, Pix will be 13th, but we've got a final 5 drivers racing. It's a shame that the other drivers haven't been able to do the same number of laps. It's just a slight error on Gran Turismo's behalf. So we've got Op leading by about 4 seconds, so that gap has increased. Yeah, so Brothers, his lap times are deteriorating. Probably his tyres are getting worn. He did pit 1 lap earlier than the Norwegian driver. Third place we've got Charlie, fourth is Happy Hippie, and fifth is Sig. Now, can anything develop here between these top three? They've all bunched together. Maybe if there was one more lap, you could expect a bit more movement between them. So this has been the opening race here at Fuji. Hope you've enjoyed it. We've got 2 more races to come, both 20 minutes. And oh, Sig there, moving 4th place, but Happy Hippie had a penalty he had to get rid of. So Charlie gets home podium, fantastic result. Sig is in 4th and Happy Hippie is in 5th. We will see you for race 2.